Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery, and over at the computer is Dawn.
Hello.
Hello. Anyone here like green beer? No, not particularly. All right, a couple things to show you and then we're going to talk about what we're stitching. So you heard Eileen Roche talking about the HTV and thread package. This is one that I have. Now she had a red and green and something else one. So this one is more springtime colors. But look at that level of matching. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Yeah. Dawn was like, oh my God, so the HTV matches the thread perfectly. And I said, yeah, that's the point of it. So that is just dreamy. I'd like to get all the sets. I don't know. That is nice. So we're going to use the green today.
Mom says hi.
Oh, hi, Mom. Mama Brown's in the house. Awesome. So let's say hi to Cindy King's in the house. Chris Yost. There's Mom. I see Mom. Kathy Baker. Lorelei. Hello. Good morning. Oh, Arlen. Hi, Lynn. Nice to see you joining. Shannon. Yay. Carol. Yay. Lots of people. Lots of people.
Oh, and a thank you to Rebecca Smith, who made a super chat earlier before we actually got going.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Everything is much appreciated. I just take the money and I roll it back into the, the channel so I can experiment and do different things. Susan Weehee, waves. Hi, Susan Weehee, waves. Yes, waves. Awesome. So, Robin, everyone's saying hi to Mama Brown. Or as we also know her, Santa Mom. Matchy is great. I think it's dreamy. It's a match made in heaven. So I love the turquoise. I love the pink. Now I've always had the pink thread, but I didn't have the matching color. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I'm going to leave the green out because that's what we're using today. So I have a little bit of gold HTV. This is the twill patch stuff from Dime, and it is really cool. I didn't have the same colors as Eileen Roche, but I mean, seriously, who wants to do the exact same colors, right? So I had green, so I'm going to use this, and I thought it was cool. But this stuff it's got the backing built in on it. You can hear it. Can you hear it? That it's not paper-like, but it's nice and thin and stiff, and it's perfect. So I pre-cut it, which is awesome. She gives you those too. We're going to talk about that. So this is the green, and then I just wanted to show you can get different kinds. This is holographic green, which, it's completely different. The shine and the glitter is going to kill me here. It's awesome. Ellen, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Vinyl today, cool. Yes, we are doing some HTV. We got to find maybe we could call it embroidery bling or applique bling or something. HTV sounds so commercial. Love this channel. Hey, thank you, Ellen. Glad you could join us, and awesome. Anne Dilbeck says, I have a question. When putting the Welsh quilt backing on, do you quilt in the ditch? Yeah, I always stitch in the ditch. It just helps hold everything flat, and I like it. I have a new one to show you guys. You guys are gonna love it. So this is all the stuff we need for today. Little bit of gold. So let me show you the Mylar. Don's Mylar. Really cute. Really cute. Different colors in it. He looks spectacular. So, unicorns, Don. That's cool. Is it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, I like it, actually. It's a nice size. And the colors show through. Like, he looks like a rainbow guy. Susan Weehee, thank you very much. As always, thank you so much for your support. give the channel or give this video a thumbs up. Every little bit helps. And Cindy King, oh my God, I love the unicorn. I can't wait to see what you do with it, Cindy. That's awesome. So let me get you my new quilt down. Just a sec. It's not quite done. I ran into some issues. Then Dawn will put up some nicer pictures, but I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. You ready?
We're ready.
It's actually really pretty. How does it look? Can we see it?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Yes, you can. Yes. You can't see the whole thing. I'm just working on the binding, but isn't that pretty? So this is spring, Welsh spring, I called it. So we've got some nice big flowers, and the corner pieces are gorgeous. And of course the medallion, it's leaves. So there's leaves and flowers everywhere. So, okay, Dawn can put up the pictures that I took so you guys can see it.
The big wide one?
The big one, yeah.
Here's the big wide one.
Yeah, I can't see it yet. Did you make it big?
Yeah,
Delay. Yeah, I can't see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of small, but I need to iron
I
it.
made it
But
bigger.
now you can see the whole thing, the frames, the layers, the whole bit. And it's the same as the other one, easy to stitch out. This one, yeah, there you go. Look at that. Now you can really see it. So you see the leaves, you see the flowers, lots of swirls. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sue, I'm loving that, says Shannon. Yes.
Number 2?
Yeah, close up. I think I did close up pictures of stuff.
Number 2's up.
Okay, well, I can't see it yet. Number 2, what is it?
The flowers.
Flowers.
Corner
Oh,
one.
I love the corner one. That's my favorite thing. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. Now, I stitched it out on scuba fabric, which is stretchy, kind of satiny, but stretchy. Why does that ever make a difference? It is gorgeous with that, for sure. And I think one more picture, and then,
The other flower.
yeah, that's it.
And then there's a medallion.
Oh, okay. 2 more pictures. There you go. When you iron, do you do it on the back? Yes, I iron everywhere. Lots of steam. Lots of steam. I haven't ironed it yet. I was sewing this together late last night, and I got a little bit tired, so I couldn't finish it. And binding, you really can't do tired. We know how that works. So the center medallion, I love those flowers. I love. Misha says I don't have enough beds or wall space for these quilts.
You have friends, Misha.
Yeah, I know. Ah, Karina is making cinnamon rolls. Oh, Karina, you remember the rules. You have to share. You have to share. There is the center medallion. Now, the heart actually matches up at the top. It's just how it's draped that it doesn't look like it. But isn't that pretty for the centerpiece? The centerpiece is my favorite part.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, so still gonna move my stuff around. So this is a free design from Dime, and I like to show you guys the printed instructions. So, and by the way, the springtime quilt will be up next week for you guys, and of course at a great price, just to support and get you guys stitching. So Lorelei says, so much detail, Sue. Absolutely. Wow. I'm loving these Welsh quilts. I really am.
It's so simple to do.
Stitch.
Yeah, to stitch out.
Yeah, not my end.
No, not your end.
That
I'm not talking about
takes me about a week or so, I think. Yeah. So this is what we're doing. It's got sparkle, bling, gorgeous. And this is the kit I was talking about. Shimmer and shine. So gold, green and red, and then the threads to match, which is awesome. So these are the colors that you need, and there's the design. And these are the steps we're going to take. Now, I don't have any of their kind of thick, clear WSS, so I'm just going to use my regular WSS. Work with what you got. So, poly patch twill, which I told you guys is awesome, and then it's going to give me a outline, and then we're going to put our circle down, and then start the other stitching, and then we're going to do the green, and we don't really have to trim it. We can just kind of rip it a little bit, which I'm looking forward to, and then the gold. So also you get this, which is really nice that it's already set up for you. If you wanted to stitch it on something else, you can use this as a template, right? And these are all the steps that we're going to do. So everything is there for you, and it's free. So, I mean, it's fun. We always have fun doing Eileen Roche's stuff. So I've got that green. I am going to use the small flecked green instead of the big holographic one, although that would be cool. So we're going to put that guy aside, and then we're going to have gold for the beer. And I didn't have this green, so there is nothing better than cracking open
fresh spool of thread.
Well, Kingstar Metallic Thread.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In a color that you didn't have. Now look how well that matches. Oh, it's going to look stunning. That's going to look really good. So, it's awesome. Now I need my little spray. Any questions? Sue, is there any special stabilizer to use with vinyl? Nope. Nope. You don't ever want to put vinyl down directly on the WSS, water soluble. It has to be on fabric. What do you use if you don't have the twill patch? Just fabric, whatever you want. If you don't have, you guys know that I'm a big proponent of use what you have. If you don't have the same stuff, which I don't exactly, how about some fabric? Use this for the beer. Just a little charm square. This would be absolutely perfect for a background, say if you had it in green. So you can, whoops, wrong way. Boop, there we go. You can use whatever you want. If you don't have metallic thread, then just use regular thread. Really? You need more caffeine for sure. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, I mean, this, we gotta love the bling, but you don't have to if you're not a blingy kind of person. But no, you don't need anything special for the HTV, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more as we are using it with a nice close-up. Right now, I left the carrier, the clear, the shiny part. I left it on, and you're not to take it off until we're about to use it. So, awesome. So, let's get over to the machine. I need a little bit of my sticky spray. Here. Machine.
Machine is up.
Okay. And then our first step is placement, of course. So, yeah, if you don't have the poly patch twill, although I highly recommend it, this stuff is gorgeous and it looks amazing. Whew. I don't know if I like that stuff. Whew. Whew. All right, so that's our placement. And if you're not using a pre-cut, then place your fabric in the middle of your hoop, and then the placement will stitch, and you can use it as the tack down. So there's ways around it. Now I want to try to get this. I have troubles with circles. I never get them quite right.
Oh, they're a pain.
A little bit. That's the only downside side of it. So I'm going to hold this a little bit. I'll use my awl so it works better, and let's see how close I get. So our favorite zigzag stitch, because you really want this part to hold down, to stay down. It's our base for it. So I think we're good. It's not going anywhere. Safety first. No, I'm not usually that. But don't put your fingers near it. I'm only off a slight bit. That's fine. That's fine. It's awesome. Save your fingers, Sue. I know. I know. I didn't do anything. So, perfect. If you were using fabric, it would be just as fine. Just dandy. Actually, I did pretty well on that. Nice. Nice, nice. So, what is next? So, after we stitch it down, let's see. Heavy water, oh, the clear water soluble stabilizer that Eileen Roche is using in the pictures and the instructions is really thick. So, yeah, it'll work. It'll work. Color 2, the tack down and the outline of the inner circle. So we're going to do kind of a placement again. So I'm just going to leave the black on so you guys can see. Is that a special bent awl or did you bend it? No, it's a special bent one. I'll show you as soon as this is done stitching. It's by Clover and it's pretty sharp, so you have to be a little bit careful. But it came like that. It came like that. So, what's our next step? Remove the carrier sheet from the grass. I didn't realize it was grass. It was just green. So, with the carrier sheet on it, this is what it looks like. And it's kind of stiff and there's more substance to it. So, I'm just going to take it and I bend the corner a little bit to get the carrier sheet off. Usually we don't do the carrier sheet until after, but look, so you separate, and don't worry, the sparkles aren't going anywhere. It's a little bit sticky, you can hear it. So carrier sheet, there we go. And now the difference is, look, it's very flexible and soft. So for sure you want to take that off. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love that. And I didn't think that would be stitching, but that's okay. I like the black and the green. It makes the green stand out more. I love it. And what we do afterwards is you put some heat on it. And it works. And it holds everything nice and flat. See, that's what I really like about it. It's nice and flat.
And does that just tear off when it's done?
You can, yeah. Yep, makes it easy to do. You certainly don't have to cut it.
Nice.
Oh, we'll bring it when it's done stitching this part. We'll bring it over to the desk and play. I probably should have used the green here, but I'm loving the black, so I'm gonna keep it. And the cup, the beer mug is black too. So yes, nice and soft. It works really well. Keep your scraps because you can do a little bit of, patching or whatever you have to do. But that is some serious bling, and it looks great. So this is the outside of the ring. I'm just kind of deciding, should I leave it at black or do the green? I'm going to do the green.
Yay.
So, foot up. I'm going to change it. Yeah, you can see, you can do whatever you want. The outside and the inside are one color, and I would like to change it. So, all you have to do for that is just stop your machine. Simple. Stop your machine, change your thread. That's one of the really awesome things about a single needle machine. It's super easy. So if you want to add more color changes and stuff like that, you can. You can. So I really love these little kits. That's one thing I love about Dime. Always have little kits. Everything makes it so much easier for you. You have it all together. So, okay, black in the center. I'm good with that. And then we're doing the outside. Oh, the color match is so good you can't even see it. Oh, heck yeah. You can't even see it. Do you see that, Don? No, you can't. I love it. We'll be able to see it when I tear it off. But that's how easy it is. This is going to be a really cute patch. So, one thing I thought of, she has all the clovers in white. I don't know if I like that. I don't want to do black either. I think I have some tearaway glitter sheets that I bought years ago from Twill USA. Yeah, anything goes. You can do anything that you want with it. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oops. No, I was going to say that would be a first, having a thread shred, but there is no such thing. So I don't know what that's about, but we'll just keep it a-going. Oh, look, that's nice. So yes, remember when you're done everything that you need to iron to activate it. Then it's not going anywhere. And if you're using fabric on, say, the back or whatever, again, what's going on? It's not the thread. That's my machine. It's probably the needle. So, foot up. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what it was doing it yesterday too, when I wasn't using metallic thread. So it's not the thread.
Probably needle time.
Yeah, I was thinking that, and then I totally forgot until this is happening. But always, stay calm. We have a few things we can do. If it happens again, I'll change the needle and see. But it's going along smoothly. So, Kingstar Metallic Thread, you use it just as regular thread. Yeah, okay, so, wow. I guess I'm changing the needle to see if that's the problem, because I can't have it stopping every 5 minutes. So, pull the camera back if you can, Don, so you don't just see my puffy hands. So, thread breaking 3 or 4 times in a row. I guarantee you it's not the thread. So the first thing I'm going to do is change the needle. Because there might be a little burr or something on it and causing that grief. So when you change the needle, put the foot down. It makes it a whole lot easier. Now you can get a holder for it. I have a little problem that the embroidery arm's in the way. And the needle only goes one way. So, and it's a little, a little awkward for me, but it goes with the flat part in the back. So, patience. Oh, well. I always use my left hand. I'm not left-handed. So let me try it. You can get little holders for it too. That would make it a buttload easier.
Can you cut the HTV with the scan and cut after you remove the carrier?
No. Leave the carrier on if you're doing anything with it. The only time you take the carrier sheet off is when you are ready to stitch. So if you're cutting it, cut it with the carrier on. Otherwise, you'll probably tear it. Okay, that was a bit awkward, but we're done. And let's see if that was the problem. It's just not a metallic day. See, I should have stuck with the black. I needed a new needle, I know that. So, carrier sheet, leave it on until you're ready. Oh yeah, it's a bit shreddy at the end. Shreddy? Like shreddies? Oh, I know what it is. I know what, bobbin. I'm going to run out of bobbin.
Oh, when it gets low, yeah.
Changes the tension. That would be the next thing. So the first thing, I know I haven't changed my needle in a long time. See, that was the main problem. I know I haven't changed my needle in a long time. So that's the first thing I did. But I also am pretty sure that my bobbin is a little low. Yeah, look at the difference how it's stitching. I can see it. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but I can really see the difference, the quality. So yeah, doesn't take long. So anyways, I was saying the clovers on it, should I do them in white? I don't know. What do you think? I guess white, you can't do black. I was thinking lime green to match the background. The neon lime green. But once I take the glitter off, and someone was asking the glitter, what are we using? And it is from Dime. And it's a kit you can get, and it has sheets of glitter and matching metallic thread. So no white. Yellow. Oh, I didn't think of that. Bobbin Police, where were you when Sue started? Yeah, I'm a little tired today, so I'm a little off. I knew it, and I told myself yesterday when I finished sewing and stitching, and I was going upstairs to sew, change the bobbin for tomorrow. Then I thought, no, I'll remember. Did I? Nah. Not even close. All right. So, problem solved.
Linda says use a darker green than vinyl.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know why I don't like the white. So, let's go back to the desk, Dawn. And it's thicker than Mylar, but you can still tear it. Look at that.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep. And then,
It tears off pretty nice, too.
once you tear it, if you have those wonderful heat pads that go underneath, then you can iron it flat and it's done. So you can. So I'm just gonna, because it's a closed circle. Isn't that cool? And all HTV works the same. So one thing I would say, better quality HTV makes all the difference. You can on Amazon get some off-brand stuff, but I'm gonna tell you, it's really not worth it.
Jennifer's got the police lights on and says change your bobbin while you got it out.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's so sparkly, it makes the metallic thread look dull. I like it. So I was thinking this color, because we like our neon, and it's not here. Oh, maybe it is. Like this. What do you think, Don? I don't know why I ask you. I don't listen to you.
Yeah. Don't know.
This.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or darker. Tough call.
It is a tough call.
Either way, they're going to show up really nicely. Darker. I'll stick with darker.
Shannon says Kingstar Silver for the clover.
Oh, that's blingy of blingy. Okay, so before we go back to the machine, I am going to change out my bobbin. I am. Sam, I am. I am Sam. Sometimes when your bobbin is getting on the low side, it can affect your stitching because the tension is off a little bit. So that would be one of the things that I check. So here we go. We're going to pick our green and see if we like it. We're going to take our metallic green off, which that was an enjoyable color. I like it. And we have beer to do soon. I can't wait to see how that one turns out. So let's see how this green, I want it to be as green as possible.
One says pink clovers.
Why am I not surprised? Why? So, okay, let's see how this is gonna look. Hopefully they stand out more. Or they stand out enough. Oh, I think that's really good. So it's only 5 minutes to... Oh yeah, I like that. Yep. Zoom in so they can see it. Awesome. So, okay, any questions? I'm sure you guys have HTV questions while this is stitching out. Let's see. Kingstar Silver. Yeah, I like that idea, Shannon. That's awesome. Awesome. Kelly Green. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like the lime green that matches the background. I did have a neon green. That would even have been better. Like Halloween green neon. But this is just enough. You can see them. Yeah. I kind of like it. It's pretty. So, it's blingy. I like it. I really like it. So, do you guys understand about the HTV? So, the carrier is... If you're cutting out and ironing it on a shirt, when you trim it, cut it, pre-cut it, because that's what you'd be doing on a shirt. You definitely can't, wing it yourself. You leave the carrier sheet on so it can hold everything together. So, like, for example, lettering. You don't want to have all the letters loose and, without the carrier sheet, look, it's pretty, like, flimsy. And you saw how easy it is to tear. So, that's why you leave it on. And you can iron with it on, but we're not doing that because you don't want to stitch over it. So, looks like an old rotary phone dial. So, we're getting there. I guess the white would probably stand out a lot more, but that's okay. I kind of like it.
I like the green.
Still gonna stitch. So, it's just gonna take a minute. Do you think iridescent HTV would work instead of Mylar in Dawn's designs? Well, that's a good question. Is there iridescent HTV? I know that there's holographic because this is holographic and I have it in a lighter color. But I don't know if there's iridescent. So it is possible.
I think it would, but it would give you a different effect, obviously. But I don't know.
I will have to do a search and see if iridescent HTV exists. I'm not sure if it does. I'm not a fan of the cloverts. Yes. Cricket, yes. Do you put the scraps back on the carrier sheet? You certainly can. I don't know if I'm that frugal, but probably a good idea. Let's see, where's my carrier sheet? My carrier sheets always end up on the floor. That's part of the problem. Yeah, see, I dumped it somewhere. Oh well. Yes, that is a good idea to do because then it's going to stay nice and flat and looking good. So,
Misha says she has some iridescent cricket HTV.
Oh, I'll be checking that out. That's a good experiment, shall we? We should. I was just thinking about needle penetrations, but Mylar is far more delicate than the HTV. Yeah, that is an excellent question. For sure. Is there a special HTV? The one I have is for a cutting machine, but it has a sticky back. That's probably not heat transfer vinyl. It's just vinyl. So what's the difference? Vinyl is just like a sticker. And it's for decorating things and, cutting it out, that sort of thing. HTV, you have to heat it. I just heard that and it, yep, didn't sound good. Man, what at?
I always wonder how it does that.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It unthreads itself, but threads itself. It's weird.
And makes a knot.
Yeah. Like, how is that even possible?
I heard that. I just wanted to see what it was doing. I don't know why it did that. There we go. I'm loving the Mylar and the Mylar designs. Just in case no one knew that. We knew.
We didn't know, Cindy.
Yeah, tell us about it. So yeah, I like these clovers. I like them. They're actually really nicely done too. So yes, it has to, if you're using the Cricut or Caesar, the word looks like Sizer, but apparently it's pronounced Caesar. I'll probably always say Sizer, so. What's that?
I always say Sizer.
It doesn't matter as long as you know what you're talking about. Then HTV, so it has to have a picture of an iron or say HTV, and it usually says heat transfer vinyl on it. So yeah, make sure you have the right stuff. If it is sticky, then no. If you didn't use the pre-cut, then you can just trim. Yeah, what I said was the first step is a placement. Before the first step stitches, you could put your fabric down and it will stitch it, and then you can trim it, and then it's going to do the zigzag. So absolutely. Absolutely. Linda says some days I think there's gremlins in my machine. Well, we can bring out Bjorn. He's kind of hurting, though.
Poor Bjorn.
He had a vacation in the backyard, so I'll put him on and see if that will solve my problems. You think Bjorn was kidnapped? Yeah, dog napped. Hound napped. Thanks for the reminder. I do have both of them. I try to keep them separate, to be honest with you, the HTV. So, okay, here we go. We're going to do the gold now, which is kind of cool. I'm going to change threads too, because I think we need black. No, we probably need white next. So, look, that's it with the, look at the curve in it. That's it with the carrier sheet. And I just kind of go like that. I don't know if I could do it that far away. And split it. And then take it off. And this is sticky. Just by the way, this is sticky. So you can re-stick anything. And now look, it's shiny back here because that's the glue that we're going to do when you iron it. And then everything's nice and flat. So, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, I think gold beer is awesome. I do. It is white. I don't even have a white out. White out, get it? Ooh, that was pink. Ooh, oh, okay. I got another one. Whew! I was just about to say, oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of white. So, you can leave the HTV like that, but I'm gonna pull it out because there's no point stitching over it, right?
No.
So, does everyone understand about the sparkle vinyl? Heat, not just vinyl, don't make that mistake. Heat transfer vinyl. It's pretty cool stuff. You don't have to use it though. It's just the bling we've all been looking for. So let's go back to the desk. And my carrier sheet's there. And yeah, looking good. So now I'm going to hold it down because it's not zigzag stitches this time. And just, I don't think anything's going to happen, but just I'm going to be careful. Well, yeah, nothing's going to happen. It's a different brand, you see. Just cut into it a little bit. Well, Jeebers. That's a little crazy. Okay, okay, settle down. There we go. It's been in the package for a while. I'm still going to hold it down because it's kind of tough. Now look, here's my carrier sheet. I'm not going to keep that piece, but I'll keep this piece. And you just stick it back on and see, it's going to hold everything nice and flat. And you can keep your scraps, because a lot of times, like, we're not going to be doing huge pieces of HTV. It's always going to be little stuff sort of thing. And I think you could keep the scraps and make them useful. Okay, so that is why you get good HTV. That's the difference. Eileen Roche's is obviously a lot better than this, and it wasn't Sizer or Cricut. So that's what you need to do. So let's go back to the machine now. And we've only got a couple more steps left. I am loving how it looks. I'm happy with it. So this is the inside, and then we're going to do detail work. So yeah. What is up with my machine? It's not sounding right. Annoying. 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 That could be too... New toy? What are we talking about? A what? Ah. So, I like how this is coming along. This is... People will go wow when they see it. And I really like it. It's blingy. Yeah, it's blingy. And it's nice to have some bling. So metallic thread plus HTV. Yeah, bling. You can hear the machine when it's stitching on the HTV because it's a little thicker. You can hear the machine's a little bit different. It would be cute with words around it too. Yeah, isn't that awesome? I love it. Always nervous when my daughter and granddaughter are flying. They're about to land in Chicago. Oh, nice. Jennifer Alexander, my husband is a physicist and he works with lasers. Well, that's pretty darn cool. My husband is an embroiderer and he works with machines. That's all I got. So awesome. The white looks good. And then what Dime is famous for is going to be all the detail work. Eileen Roche loves her details. So what a cute little project. So that was a perfect example of the high-end proper Caesar, say, HTV, and the off-brand that I got. Yeah. Not that it was impossible to use, but it's not quite as good as the green. So this will be a really cute coaster. I really do love the bling. It does make me happy. It's awesome. My hubby wants a laser cutter, engraver, and a 3D printer because he likes to make models in paint. I would like a 3D printer. I would think that would be fun. So we're coming along. Looking good. Just the black didn't show through, but that's okay. So we are going to do the detail work. How are we doing for time, Don?
45 minutes in.
Okay. Should be done. Had a slight delay because of the needle problem. Needle problem. Yes. So it's just a little bit off. So again, if you don't have the HTV or the metallic or whatever, this would still look fantastic with just fabric. I was going to use fabric for the gold. The gold is beautiful, it's just not as nice. So yeah, I over-ripped it a little bit. I hope that's going to stay flat. No fingers! Don't put your fingers in front. I hope it doesn't do that. See, when I pulled it out a little bit, and that's the problem I'm having here. So I'm trying to be careful that it doesn't come up. I don't know if you guys can see that, but... And again, that's why you get good HTV. It's worth it, because I don't know if this is going to work. It might. That will help. Yeah, that kind of sucks. So when I ripped it off the stitches. I think Eileen Roche said to rip it after, and I might have ripped it too early. That's okay though. I think once you get all the satin stitches around it, then you can tear it off. Looks good though. I like it too. That's awesome. So yeah, my bad on that. Not the nicest HTV, and then doing it at the wrong time, but it's still gonna look good. So I'm not worried too much. I think it's gonna go down right now. So, oh, I love the detail work. This is what makes it really good. And then we just have the outside to do, and then we're done. Then we're done. The heat will shrink it a tiny bit, but I've never had any problems with it, you know, separating from the stitching. So it's also okay once you put the fabric down, like it, the HTV down, to then and trim it after you trim it, to throw some heat on it. That's what I do too. And if you have those wool pads that fit into your hoop. Yep, okay, that worked. Yeah, I was a little worried. Nice details though, huh? And then we're going to do the outside, and then that's it. So if you want to put a backing on it, some people like to put felt or, you know, something thicker, maybe some fleece. After the stitches, that's when you want to put it on. Because we're going to do, I'm not doing that today, but because we're going to do the outside next. See, the details make it. It was pretty cool before this. Now it's awesome. Even the foam. We should have a beer. Then we should have a beer. It's nice to do bigger designs. I like it. Nice for parties. Maybe a dot of fabric glue. Yeah, no, I knew it was gonna make it. We're good. So a little more details, and then the outside. And I am gonna use gold for the outside. MG2 gold. It is so nice. I'll probably never stop saying it, but it's so nice to be able to use metallic thread. It just is. So if you guys have HTV, even if you don't, this is a really cute design. Now there was a question, where do you find HTV? Go to Michael's. We don't have any other stores, but here in Canada, it might be available in different places in the States or wherever you are, but Michael's has a massive selection of it. The Cricut brand is good, and the Sizer or Caesar, it's S-I-S-E-R. Those are really good quality. Anything you get at Michael's will be. So that's the thing. You can also get glow-in-the-dark HTV. Do we have any of that left?
I don't know.
Huh. Oh, no, not a whole lot. I'm just thinking of a glow-in-the-dark ghost. So it's white and then it turns that funny green color. So my Joann's carry size. Yes, thank you. We don't have a Joann's in Canada, unfortunately. So that's what I was meaning. But it's one of the times that I'll say name brand makes a difference. The other stuff will work, like that gold worked, but it gave me a little bit of stress too before it worked. That it was going to, see, there is a bubble in it. That's okay though. I'll iron it down with my little Cricut iron, which is awesome. It's actually press, not iron. No steam. That's another really good point. No steam when you're ironing HTV, and it's a press motion, not an iron motion. So dry iron and press motion, what I mean is you put it down and you keep it there. Usually when you iron, we move it all around and back and forth and everything like that. No, it's a press. And it doesn't take much. So you don't have to, go overboard on it. All right. Getting up to the end here. And the gold to bring it together. Yay! Gold for the win! Gold for the win! I like it. I outlined it in black. Just so everyone can see it. See, the gold is gonna bring out the golden beer. Could have used green for the beer. That was my intention with the holographic, because it's different than the other stuff. I could have, but then we found gold. I just didn't realize. Also available from Dime. Well, yeah, you guys can see that the Dime HTV is really good. It worked easily and perfectly. So save your little scraps, put it back on the carrier sheet. You don't have to be incredibly frugal, but you will be using smaller pieces. Oh, I should have maybe changed the bobbin, but I didn't. So la-di-da. I didn't put a back on it either, because I don't want a back on it. It looks good though.
Margie says that my son's a bartender in Florida. Can I put that on a t-shirt for him?
Yeah. Yep. You can. And that's why Eileen Roche, when she gives you the instructions, what is going on? That's really weird. Look, it left. I don't know. I'm watching. She gives you a template printout so you can place it. I think I would skip this part, my limey green part. For sure, I would skip that. And have the t-shirt as the background because you don't want it too thick. And use cutaway, of course. Or fusible is nice on shirts. I don't know why that happened. This is perfect here. I don't know why that went right there. And you can see just a certain little part of it. Well, that's weird. I'm gonna try something though at the end here. We're almost done. I'm so excited. Washable, 100%. HTV is made for shirts and t-shirts are made for washing. So once you iron it down, and make sure you do iron it down, it's not going anywhere. Press it down. So I think I might have some tension problems going on. So I'm gonna see if I can cover up this part, and I'll show you guys how to do that. And then I'm going to clean out my machine and see if that's the problem. So I kind of want to go over just from here to here. Hi, happy music. But no, we're not done yet. So I'm gonna go back one color. So we're there. And then I'm gonna advance until my needle's there. See, that's 100. And somewhere, let's try it there. And do this, of course, before you unhoop anything, because your chances of matching it up are pretty thin. So yeah, I think I just need to clean the bobbin area and get rid of all the fluff. Yeah. But see how I fixed it? I think that's fantastic. Yeah. And that way you know too, it's your machine, not the digitizing. Because now I've fixed it. So the only thing I could think of why it would leave gaps like that is tension. So I'm just going to cover it up a little bit. That looks much better. So it's an easy fix, but also do clean your machine. So new needle, new bobbin, and something like that happens, then you just clean your machine out. If there's fluff in the bobbin case, it seems to make a big difference. So 5 minutes and yeah, I know. I use this thing a lot though, so now it's perfect. And you notice it's sitting a lot flatter too.
Tech tip, good quality bobbins need less fuzz.
Yeah, I have good quality bobbins.
I know, it's just tech tip for everyone else.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that. Alright, so no happy music, but my patch looks much better. Yep. Alright, back to the desk, Don. So, here's how we look. What do you guys think? I think that's an awesome coaster. So, beautiful, beautiful. The clovers, I like them. I like the green. I could have done hollow with it. I've got some decent size leftover pieces. I'll probably just trim this out a little bit just to here. And you don't have to stick to the same color. So if I hadn't cut into this circle piece, you can also put it on here. And then you have a circle. And it keeps everything nice. And then I would keep these in a bin probably. So the clover, oh, wait a minute. I found my carrier sheet. Remember I was saying it's sticky? Found it. Found it. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I put my hoop right on it. So I will pick that off the back apparently. Now, I'm not going to keep this part. These are probably too small. Look at how that sparkles. Sparkles, sparkles. So, I hope you guys are going to try this. Robin says she's going to go and get some HTV. Yeah, absolutely. Give it a try. I mean, the bling is spectacular. I would even like this without the clovers, and then the bling would stand out a little bit. So if you have any questions about how to use the HTV, go ahead and ask that question in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, and we can go over it. Carry your sheet off. You could tear it around. Make sure you iron. I'm going to take it out of the hoop, and I'm going to press it so nothing will happen. Yes?
Rebecca says that might have been your hiccup.
What?
With the tension thing, the carrier sheet, was that on that portion that messed up?
I don't think so. Yeah, it was. Not quite.
Not quite.
It could have added to it, but you can see. Can you see this, guys?
Yeah, a little bit, yep.
So the tension changed. So right here, for whatever reason, that's way too much bobbin in it. So I think this probably had something to do with it. Not 100%. It's also my tension is off. That's pretty good there where the carrier sheet is, but then it goes here. So Yeah, I'm going to clean everything out. The tension is off. I figured that out. But yeah, I'm sure having the plastic on the back didn't help. Shouldn't make that much of a difference though. Because, I mean, you can stitch on plastic. I don't care to do that. It's not the right kind. Oh, man. Okay, that is not coming off. I stitched right through everything. I mean, yay. So, back of it's going to have plastic on it. I don't recommend it, but, you know, stuff happens. Stitch happens, man. So, I am going to press this first before I do anything. And then I am going to cut it out, add some water to trim it out. It's the tension in my machine. I don't think the carrier sheet would make that much of a difference if it was, because look, it's also on these parts, and it didn't make any difference. So I mean, it's not cool, but it's just a thin piece of plastic, so I don't think it did any damage. The biggest problem, like I said, where the carrier sheet is, the tension is actually right.
It's actually good.
Yeah. So that helped maybe. My accidents should be more centered, but the tension's off, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that. So yeah, get stitching. If you don't have HTV, don't worry about it. Get some or not. You can do it with fabric. You can do it with anything that you want. It's still going to look great. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Go ahead and like this video. Every little bit helps. Get your friends to subscribe because I still have that goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers.
You gotta get there.
Yeah. I really do want to get there. I will be very happy if that happens. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. Bye. Happy stitching. Bling, 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 bling.